graduates, faculty, and friends of UAF. Welcome and happy Mother's Day. This is UAF's 84th year, the 79th commencement. We initiate a new tradition today as we hold the first UAF commencement here in the Carlson Center. After almost 40 years, the Patty Center on campus, we finally have, hopefully, comfortable seating, plenty of space, and a tolerable room temperature so you all may enjoy this very special event. Hopefully you don't have somebody else to speak. It is with great honor that we dedicate today's ceremony to the memory of Dr. William R. Wood, one of the university's oldest and dearest friends. We particularly will miss his faithful attendance at athletic events and special occasions such as this. Before we begin, I would like to thank the UAF Innu-Piaq Eskimo dancers who led our procession, 5 of whom are receiving their degrees today. They have laid the foundation for today's ceremony. David Moore will give the invocation. Will everyone please stand?
Will you bow your heads? Gracious and loving God, giver of all wisdom, we come before you today giving thanks. We are grateful for the support you have given through us, through our families, teachers, counselors, coaches, and friends who have nurtured us along life's journey. We thank you for the knowledge you impart to us, the direction you provide, and the insight that you instill. We know that you are the fountain of all wisdom. Therefore, we pray that you will enlighten us, both those who teach and those who learn. We rejoice today in the knowledge of your truth, that we may expand your vision from generation to generation, passing the torch of light to those who follow us. From experience, we know the path will not always be smooth. So we thank you for the grace that you have granted us and the times that you have carried us. We realize that it is through these struggles that we grow the most. We pray that you will continue to show us compassion, that we might also be compassionate. Lord, refine us. Train us to be disciplined. Help us to exercise patience. Instruct us in kindness. Let us turn to you daily that we may embrace the beauty of each day, knowing that you are new every morning. Teach us something new every day. Guide us with your wonderful wisdom, that we may know your love and truly love others. In your name we pray. Amen.
At this time, I would like to introduce members of the University of Alaska Board of Regents and statewide administration who are with us today. I ask that you hold your applause until all are standing. Regent Mary Jane Fate, Secretary of the Board, Fairbanks. Regent Brian D. Rogers, Treasurer of the Board, Fairbanks. Regent Joseph E. Usabelli Jr., Healy. And representing the University of Alaska statewide system, President Mark Hamilton. We are especially pleased to have Regent Fate with us today as she completes her eight-year term with the board. Also, I'd like to mention that this is the 20th anniversary of Regent Usabelli's graduation from UAF. Please join me in welcoming all of these special guests. There are also some people in the audience that I'd like to recognize. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. First, Grace Scheibel, former member of the Board of Regents and president of the University of Alaska Foundation Board of Trustees. And Enid Cutler, the wife of the first chancellor of the University of Alaska Fairbanks, the late Howard Cutler. speaker today is a recognized leader and expert on quaternary geology and is also one of our distinguished alumni. He received his master's degree in geology from the University of Alaska in 1962, during which time he studied the ice dynamics of Alaska's volcanic glacier, research that was supported by the National Science Foundation, which proved instrumental to the study of glacial geology. He went on to receive his doctoral degree from the University of Alberta in Edmonton, Canada, focusing on glacial geology and sedimentary petrology. He is currently an emeritus professor on Earth and Atmospheric Sciences at the University of Alberta. Recognized internationally for his work in the geology of the Earth's Quaternary period, the last 2.5 million years, he was the first Canadian elected to serve as president for the International Union for Quaternary Research, the world's foremost quaternary research organization. He has received many honors for his achievements, including having been named a fellow and later an honorary member with the Arctic Institute of North America. Despite his emeritus status, he remains active in quaternary research at the University of Alberta and continues to influence his chosen fields of study. Because of his significant achievements that have brought distinction to the fields of quaternary geology and aminostratigraphy, and for his lasting contributions to the state and nation, he will receive an honorary Doctor of Science degree during the ceremony today. Please help me welcome your Commencement 2001 keynote speaker, Nathaniel W. Rudder.
Regents of the University, President Hamilton, Chancellor Lynn, Provost Reichard, academic deans, graduates, family and friends. Let me say right at the beginning that I'm more than delighted to be here, and I want to thank the University of Alaska for recognizing one of their own for this great honor. This has really given me the opportunity to reflect back on my career and how important the University of Alaska was in my decision to become a geologist. What may not be known, unless somebody has scrutinized the archives, is that I was both an undergraduate student here as well as a graduate student. Let me tell you what happened. Well, I lived in Massachusetts and I attended Tufts University, and I was going into the law school program until my professor of my science requirement, I'm sure a lot of you have been through this, you had to take one science to get through a program. But anyhow, I took a geology course, and he gave me the opportunity to go to Greenland as a student observer. It was a joint U.S.-Canadian resupply mission in the Arctic. And this is really another name for slave labor. But I remember vividly painting a number of boxes in bright colors so that when these supplies were flown over these different Arctic weather stations, they'd drop them and they'd be in different colors so it'd be easy to identify. This work really wasn't particularly inspiring. But what was inspiring was meeting a number of geology students from various universities, and the realization, this was big for me, the realization that there was something beyond the borders of New England. Now, I must say that my mother never thought there was much west of Albany, New York, until you got to San Francisco. Anyhow, so it was my professor at Robert Nichols at Tufts who encouraged me to explore more of the world and investigate the possibility of studying geology. Well, Alaska is not New England, and the legendary spectacular terrain of Alaska, I believe, must reflect a lot of good geology. So at the end of the summer 1953, I came to the University of Alaska for my junior year. Now, I hitchhiked across the U.S. and landed at Club Dorm. Club Dorm was an old wooden dorm, and they told me that's where you're going to live. This was the same year that Ernest Patty became president, but it also was to solidify my desire to become a geologist. It was really the frontier spirit, the openness of the professors here at the University of Alaska that helped this decision along. And one memorable person here was, some of people must remember, was John McCall. Now, he was an Alaskan who graduated in civil engineering here, and he wanted to study glaciers and how glaciers flow. And what he did, he said, where should I go for this? So he got himself to Cambridge University in England. Didn't apply, he just kind of walked up to the door and banged on it and said, I want to study glaciers, let me in. Well, anybody that go from Alaska to Cambridge without applying for the university, they let him in, to say the least. Anyhow, he was in Norway, he actually drilled through a glacier, and what he did was to set up strain gauges and other instruments and really figured out how glaciers flow. And today, his work is still a definitive work of how glaciers flow. Unfortunately, John was here only for a short time. He died, unfortunately, from polio a few years after joining the geology department. But it really was his spirit and curiosity, the unknown, that influenced many, many people. Also, I must mention at that time I was up here in 1953 that one of your other distinguished alumni lived down the hall from me, and this was George Shaler. But I don't think the administration knew at the time that he had and I think maybe they looked the other way, but George had a menagerie of live Alaska mammals living in his room. Anyhow, he went on to great things in zoology, as most of you know. Anyhow, I returned to Tufts after my junior year and worked for an oil company for 3 years. Then I decided to continue my education, and I returned to the University of Alaska for my master's degree. Really, my earlier favorable impression of the university brought me back here. And it was only, even though it was only 5 years later, there was a lot going on here. The Geophysical Institute was booming, buildings were under construction. The Bunnell building was one of them. And my old wooden dormitory had been torn down, I guess, previous 3 years or so. Anyhow, another reason why I came back here was one of your professors, Troy Payway, who was an outstanding scholar in quaternary geology, and he turned out to be a lifetime mentor and personal friend of mine. At any rate, the following 2 years were probably the most important 2 years of my life. Not only did I receive my master's from here, I met and married my wife, Marie, who was here studying for a master's degree in English. This happened all very, very fast, but in keeping with an Alaska tradition of taking chances, we did. We were married by a magistrate in Palmer, Alaska, as part of a field trip we were on the Volcanic Glacier, where I was working in glacial flow. I happen to say, though, after 39 years, she's still here and celebrating this day with me right now. Anyhow, we left Alaska soon after to pursue my PhD studies, leaving a lot of memories here. Lifelong friends were forged, and I'm very happy to say that some of them are here today. Well, what can I say to new graduates? What is important in life? What have I learned? Well, I can say without hesitation that you should definitely pursue the work that you enjoy. If you're not having a good time, you won't be successful as you could be. And that's a real advantage. It's a real advantage you have. As newly graduated university students, you've had the opportunity to broaden your outlook, explore different fields, discuss ideas, and most importantly, learn to critically think. You have all the tools, really, to select the right professional job for you. And so once you're working at something you truly enjoy, of course, there's other things to consider. I've found in my profession that it is extremely important to communicate well, both in the spoken and written word. If you can't get your ideas across, no one will really take you seriously, or at least you won't be as effective as you can be. In my case, either students, as a professor, either students fall asleep or they turn in blank pages on an exam. And it's always bothered me that perhaps you too, that the so-called new idea explained brilliantly by somebody else is something that's thought of early, except you could never really communicate it well enough to make an impression. So communication is extremely important. Also, an important factor in ensuring success, in my opinion, is the ability to get along with people. After all, people are who you're doing your work for. They can help you succeed by reinforcing enthusiasm for your work, offering you criticism to improve your performance. And one of the highlights of my career was really listening to my graduate students in heated debate trying to solve some sort of geological problem. And their passion and enthusiasm continuously fortified this interaction. They stimulated each other, and of course they taught me. Learned you never stop learning. In fact, I've never met a person who couldn't teach me something. Everyone has something to offer. So these three things I think are extremely important for success: is knowing, happy what you do, communicating well, and working with people. But of course, probably the most important consideration in your life is your family. I mean, we've heard it 100 times, don't sacrifice your family for your career. This is probably true. But I feel you can both have a good career and a healthy family life also. Chances are, once again, if you're happy with your work, this will be a positive effect on your home life. But I think the real trick is to try to balance the two. It may be difficult at times, and I'm sure I've neglected one or the other at times, but I have been very fortunate to have a wife and family that realize my ambition and supported it all the way through my career. However, it's a two-way street. I'm also fully aware of the obstacles and detours that obstruct us from time to time. For example, health problems you have no control over. You may be laid off from your job, or laid off for a company that wasn't your fault. But that really, to me, doesn't negate what I've said. It only alters the outcome, not necessarily, or alters the course, but not necessarily the outcome, really. And I also realize that my idea, personal idea of success may not be yours. Things have changed through my career. For example, the prediction of several job changes during your career. Your lifestyle is more important than what the job you undertake. Divorce is commonly necessary now for everybody's happiness. There's also outside factors. Communications, world trade reducing us to a global village. The emphasis on capitalism throughout the world. The widening gap between the rich and poor. The growth of single-parent families. All these changing conditions alter our thoughts on what is important and how we should conduct our life. However, I still think it remains that it's important to enjoy what you're doing and to pursue a healthy family life. Well, I've had more than a rewarding career in family life, and I want to thank the University of Alaska for being an important part of this. I wish all of you graduates the best of luck. I urge you all to follow your dreams, or perhaps better, ensure your dreams come true. Thank you very much.
Regent Rogers, will you please join me? Will the candidates for Doctor of Philosophy degrees please rise? Will the candidates for Master's degrees please rise? Will the candidates for Baccalaureate degrees please rise? Will the candidates for Associate degrees and certificates please rise? Regent Rogers, it gives me great pleasure on behalf of the faculty of the University of Alaska Fairbanks to present these candidates. Their names appear in the official commencement program for certificates and associate, baccalaureate, master's, and doctoral degrees. They have fulfilled all academic requirements for their respective certificates or degrees, and I recommend that they now receive those certificates and diplomas.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as a representative of the Board of Regents under the Constitution of the State of Alaska, and upon the recommendation of the Chancellor and faculty of the University of Alaska Fairbanks, and in the presence of your friends, your families, and your community, I confer upon you the certificate for associate, baccalaureate, master's, and doctoral degrees to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. You made it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the class of 2001. Please be seated. Dr. Paul Reichart, Provost, will present the certificate and degree candidates by college and school.
The candidates for certificate and associate, bachelor's, and master's degrees will now be presented. We ask that the audience withhold applause until the last candidate from each college or school has received his or her diploma. Joining Regent Rogers and Chancellor Lind at the front of the stage for the presentation of the diplomas is President Hamilton. As the graduates leave the stage, the director of the UAF Alumni Association, Cindy Brandley, will greet them. The gold cords on the shoulders of certain associate and bachelor degree candidates indicate they're being graduated with academic honors. An explanation of these honors will be found in your program. Associate, baccalaureate, and master degree candidates from the College of Liberal Arts will be presented by Dean John Lexon.
Will degree candidates from the College of Liberal Arts please rise and come forward?
Right, hard!
Jacqueline L. Alley McCants, 2 degrees, Bachelor of Arts, Foreign Languages, Bachelor of Arts, Linguistics. Melody Ann Austin, Bachelor of Arts, Journalism. Tiffany Ann Ayers, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Terry C. Babers, Bachelor of Arts, Communication, cum laude. Michael Sean Bearclaw, Bachelor of Arts, Justice. Andrea Diane Bellis, 2 degrees, Bachelor of Science, Psychology, Bachelor of Science, Sociology. Linda Hernandez Bernal, Bachelor of Arts, Foreign Languages. Alexander Boyd Bettisworth, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Sculpture. Jessica Charlene Black, Bachelor of Arts, Social Work. Zachary Andrew Blurton, Bachelor of Arts, English, cum laude. Amanda Coleman, Bachelor of Arts, Journalism. Coretta Bradley, Bachelor of Arts, Social Work. Annette Lynn Brady, Bachelor of Arts, Justice. Erica R. Brown, Bachelor of Arts, Anthropology. Janae Carpenter, Bachelor of Arts in Art, cum laude. Tiffany Lynn Carpenter, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Tobechi Chukwu, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Misty Kosha Eddy, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Jennifer Reichling, Bachelor of Arts, Journalism, cum laude. Nicole K. Carvalho, Bachelor of Arts, Social Work. Darla Marie Currier, Bachelor of Arts in Art. Heather Christina Maria Leona de Maria, Bachelor of Arts, History. Elaine A. Dinicic, Bachelor of Arts, Journalism. Christian E. Dowell, Bachelor of Arts in Art. Catherine Sue Dranchek, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Painting. Michelle L. Eastie, Bachelor of Arts, Journalism, cum laude. Carrie Edwards, Bachelor of Arts, Linguistics, magna cum laude. Nicole Eisman, Bachelor of Arts, English, cum laude. Kelly S. Minenwalk, Bachelor of Arts, Political Science, cum laude. Kyle Burke, Bachelor of Arts, Journalism. Laura Renee Ernst, Bachelor of Arts, History. Sandra Jean Clem, Bachelor of Music Performance, summa cum laude. Robert D. Pfaff, Jr., Bachelor of Science, Psychology, cum laude. Jacqueline R. Frackleton, Bachelor of Arts in Art. Margaret A. Gilmore, Bachelor of Arts, Social Work. Andriana Hamilton, Bachelor of Arts, Journalism, cum laude. Kyla Denise Artunian, Bachelor of Arts, Communication. Jeffrey T. Hedges, Bachelor of Arts, History. Shauna Marie Henderson, Bachelor of Arts, English. Cameron Hurley, Bachelor of Arts, History. Melissa Hyde, Bachelor of Arts, English, magna cum laude. Bridget Ellen Ellickman Grimmy, Bachelor of Arts, Justice. Mona G. Jensen, Bachelor of Arts, English. Demetrius Cargus, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology.
All right, Dimitri.
Alfred Randolph Lewis, Bachelor of Arts, Social Work. Rebecca Dawn Klitsky, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Kate Amanda Keeler Platten, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Joshua Koulis, Bachelor of Arts, English. Gina Louise Lang, Bachelor of Arts, Linguistics. Sheila Diane Lauber, Emily Brooke Lawson, Bachelor of Arts, English, cum laude. Chris Ledoux, Bachelor of Science, Psychology. Mark Haas Lefevre, Bachelor of Arts, English. Scott Lehrfeld, Bachelor of Arts, Communication. Patricia Lilly, Bachelor of Arts, English, cum laude. Melissa L. Lukey, Bachelor of Arts in Art, cum laude. Julia Christine McCarthy, Bachelor of Arts, Journalism. Michelle C. McNair Davis, 2 degrees, Associate of Applied Science and Paralegal Studies, and Bachelor of Arts in History. Brian Wayne Mitchell, Bachelor of Arts, History. Jeffrey S. Malin, Bachelor of Arts, Political Science. Jennifer Moran, Bachelor of Arts, Anthropology. Monique A. Busick, Bachelor of Arts, Journalism. Jasmine Lynn Nickel, 2 degrees, Bachelor of Arts, English, and Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Natalie Carol Ott, Bachelor of Arts in Art. Solveig Elizabeth Pedersen, Bachelor of Arts, Journalism, magna cum laude. Leif Eric Peterson, Bachelor of Arts, Justice. Brian Perez, Bachelor of Arts, Justice. Bethany Dawn Peters, Bachelor of Arts, Foreign Languages, cum laude. Charles Jeffrey Pettigrew, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Nathan Pitt, Bachelor of Arts, English. Diana Rosa Pancioni, Bachelor of Music Performance, magna cum laude. The next degree candidate came to UAF this semester as an exchange student with the National Student Exchange. This allowed her to finish her Portland State University degree requirements here, where she could be with her husband, who is stationed at Niles Air Force Base. On behalf of Portland State University, therefore, the University of Alaska Fairbanks is pleased to recognize Michelle Probin, Bachelor of Science, Social Science. Trina Aline Purdy, Bachelor of Arts, Linguistics. Alicia C.M. Bristow, Bachelor of Arts, English. Jessica Ann Roberts, Bachelor of Arts, Sociology, cum laude. Brenda Jean Russell, Bachelor of Technology. Way to go! Holly A. Shiraz, Bachelor of Arts, Justice. Galahad Felix Sinense, Bachelor of Arts, Justice. Veronica Sue Smith, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology, cum laude. Jomo Lie Pioche Stewart, Bachelor of Arts, Political Science. Mark Herbert Urbanic, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Ceramics. Sarah Catherine Urbanic, Bachelor of Arts, Family Communication. Andrew Paul Stringer, Bachelor of Arts, English, cum laude. David Schechter, Bachelor of Technology. Kristen Hokinson Sullivan, Bachelor of Science, Psychology. Bethany L. Thomas, 2 degrees, Associate of Applied Science, Paralegal Studies, and Bachelor of Arts, Justice. Dana Lee M. Thompson, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Alicia R. Thompson, Bachelor of Arts, Political Science. Catherine Adele Toline, Bachelor of Science, Psychology. Tracy Carolyn Braniak, Bachelor of Arts in Art. M. Denise Ortiz, Bachelor of Arts, Indigenous Initiatives Management. Rose Tomasulo, Bachelor of Arts, Journalism, cum laude. Holly Renee Weathers, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Brad Mark Weber, Bachelor of Arts, Journalism. Lynette A. Torres, Bachelor of Arts, Social Work, cum laude. Susan Ann Woods, Bachelor of Arts in Art. Glenn Daniel Wright, Bachelor of Arts, Political Science. Michael Joseph Wright, Jr., Bachelor of Arts, Japanese Studies, cum laude. Melissa Ann Young, Bachelor of Arts, Social Work. Anna Christine Zirfus, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. John Ehrlich, Sr., Bachelor of Arts, Political Science. And now the Master's Degree recipients. Ben Boyd, Master of Arts, Cultural Documentation. Victoria J. Kramer, Master of Arts, Professional Communication. Alexa Dare, Master of Arts, Professional Communication. Charles E. Newman, Master of Arts, Professional Communication. Jean Alice Ritchie, Master of Arts, Professional Communication. Shannon E. Sennert, Master of Arts, Professional Communication.
degree candidates from the College of Rural Alaska will be presented by Executive Dean Ralph Gabrielli. After 9 years of service as Dean of the Rural College, Dean Gabrielli is stepping down and returning to the faculty ranks. Please join me in expressing appreciation for his dedication to UAF, and especially to the rural campuses of this institution.
Will the certificate and degree candidates from the College of Rural Alaska please rise and come forward?
Darby A. Moses, certificate, ground vehicle maintenance technology. Penny Clark, certificate, accounting technician. Mary Evans Derry, certificate, community health. Chelsea L. Johnson, 2 certificates, certificate, medical dental reception, and certificate, phlebotomy. Tammy Kine, certificate, accounting technician. Rolf Lorenz, certificate, applied business. Susie Nicolai, certificate, community health. Lisa Senda, certificate, medical dental reception. Martha Acevedo, associate of applied science, medical assistant. Angela Renata Asplin, associate of applied science, early childhood education. Jareen Ann Austin, a certificate and a degree, a certificate in early childhood, and an associate of applied science in early childhood. Tara Marie Ayers, a certificate and a degree, certificate in early childhood, and associate of applied science in early childhood, cum laude. Kathleen Marie Messenger, 2 certificates and 2 degrees. Certificate, accounting technician, certificate, applied business, an associate of applied science in applied accounting, and associate of applied science in applied business. Hazel M. Vetus, 2 degrees, associate of applied science in applied business, and associate of applied science in human service technology. Dawn Marie Beck, associate of applied science, medical assistant. Carlos G. Molina Bernazar, associate of applied science, fire science. Brenda Brewer, associate of applied science, medical assistant. Angela Jean Brooks, associate of arts, magna cum laude. Walter Butler III, associate of applied science, microcomputer support specialist. Michelle Leanne Caputo, associate of applied science, applied accounting. Kimberly Carlo, associate of applied science, human service technology, cum laude. Cindy Lou Casto, 2 certificates and 2 degrees. A certificate in applied business, certificate accounting technician, an associate of applied science in applied accounting, and associate of applied science in applied business. Nicholas Matthew Davis, associate of applied science, emergency services. Annette May Donaldson, associate of applied science, human service technology. Colleen Dunn, 2 certificates and 2 degrees. Certificate in applied business, certificate accounting technician, an associate of applied science in applied business, and associate of applied science, applied accounting. Suzanne Elizabeth Ray Evans, associate of applied science, human service technology. Jennifer L. Fontes, associate of applied science, applied accounting, cum laude. Amy Lee Fox, associate of arts, magna cum laude. Paula Gardner, Associate of Arts. Patricia Sue Garrison, Associate of Applied Science, Early Childhood, cum laude. Phyllis E. Grant, a certificate and a degree. Certificate in Applied Business and Associate of Applied Science in Applied Business. Alana Marie Gray, Associate of Applied Science, Paralegal Studies. Cassandra Dolores Green, Associate of Applied Science, Medical Assistant. Roberta Greenlee, Certificate and a degree. Certificate in Applied Business and Associate of Applied Science in Applied Business. Ingrid Harbaugh, Associate of Applied Science, Culinary Arts. Hillary Hartnell, Associate of Applied Science, Office Management and Technology, magna cum laude. Bradford E. Hall, Associate of Applied Science, Emergency Services. Desiree J. Holloway, Associate of Applied Science, Paralegal Studies, cum laude. Janet Hollow-Perrick, Associate of Applied Science, Medical Assistant. Yvonne Jean Howard, Certificate and a degree. Certificate in Community Health and Associate of Applied Science, Community Health, magna cum laude. Marina Carey Jarvis, Associate of Applied Science, Paralegal Studies. Debbie Johnson, Associate of Applied Science, Office Management and Technology, summa cum laude. Perlita Johnson, Associate of Applied Science, Medical Assistants. Michelle Lynn Kickneck, Associate of Arts. Janice M. Kirsch Kaufman, Associate of Applied Science, Paralegal Studies. Julie A. Laird, 2 certificates and 2 degrees. Certificate in Applied Business, Certificate in Accounting Technician, an Associate of Applied Science in Applied Accounting, magna cum laude, an Associate of Applied Science in Applied Business, magna cum laude. Tasha Sue Layton, Associate of Applied Science, Human Service Technology. Ying Lee, Certificate and a degree. Certificate, Accounting Technician, and Associate of Applied Science in Applied Accounting. Lillian Christine Marsh, Associate of Arts. Angela Joyce Mayberry, Certificate and a degree. Certificate in Phlebotomy and Associate of Applied Science, Medical Assistant. Penny McConnell, Certificate and a degree. Certificate, Accounting Technician, and Associate of Applied Science, Applied Accounting, cum laude. Veronica L. McWhorter, 2 certificates and 2 degrees. Certificate, Accounting Technician, Certificate, Applied Business, an Associate of Applied Science in Applied Accounting, and Associate of Applied Science in Applied Business. Cynthia Mathill, Associate of Applied Science, Applied Business. Cynthia L. Mooney, 2 certificates and a degree. Certificate, Medical Dental Reception, and Certificate, Phlebotomy, and Associate of Applied Science, Medical Assistant. Joy Elizabeth Moser, Associate of Applied Science, Fire Science, cum laude. Judy A. Mueller, 2 certificates and 2 degrees. Certificate, Accounting Technician, Certificate, Applied Business, an Associate of Applied Science, Applied Business, and Associate of Applied Science, Applied Accounting. Kimra M. Bursch, Associate of Applied Science, Medical Assistant, cum laude. Ronnie Edward Nolan, Certificate and a degree. Certificate, Applied Business, and Associate of Applied Science, Applied Business. Walter Savoie Atwater, Jr., Associate of Arts. Deborah K. Owen, Associate of Applied Science, Applied Business. Guy James Peters, certificate, and a degree. Certificate, Applied Business, and Associate of Applied Science in Applied Business. Cindy C. Pett, Associate of Applied Science, Early Childhood, cum laude. Kimberly D. Pithlaya, Associate of Applied Science, Office Management and Technology, summa cum laude. Robin Irene Porter, certificate and a degree. Certificate in Applied Business and Associate of Applied Science, Applied Business, cum laude. Yunhua Richardson, Associate of Applied Science, Applied Business. Kenneth S. Richter, Associate of Applied Science, Microcomputer Support Specialist. Valerie S. Rickards, Associate of Applied Science, Paralegal Studies. Alan M. Rotnick, Certificate and a degree. Certificate, Accounting Technician, and Associate of Applied Science, Applied Accounting, cum laude. Alicia Maxine Pratt Rule, certificate and a degree. Certificate in Applied Business and Associate of Applied Science, Applied Business. Mary Virginia Sage, Associate of Arts. Sue P. Sandberg, certificate and a degree. Certificate, Accounting Technician, and Associate of Applied Science, Applied Business, summa cum laude. Pamela Sue Sattler, certificate and a degree. Certificate, Accounting Technician, and Associate of Applied Science, Applied Accounting, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Scheibe, 3 certificates and a degree. Certificate, Culinary Arts. Certificate, Culinary Arts Cooking. Certificate, Culinary Arts Baking, and Associate of Applied Science in Culinary Arts. Russell Adrian Nungasak Snyder, Associate of Arts. Rebecca Michelle Tibbs, Associate of Applied Science, Microcomputer Support Specialist, cum laude. Daphne May Tyndall, Associate of Arts, cum laude. Kim A. Ward, Associate of Applied Science, Applied Accounting, magna cum laude. Randy Lee Ward, Associate of Applied Science, Applied Business. Bradley Richard Wayawana, Associate of Arts. Jesse Yaska, Associate of Applied Science, Microcomputer Support Specialist. Dina A. Austin, Bachelor of Arts, Rural Development. Ellen R. France, Bachelor of Arts, Rural Development. Colin W. McDonald, Bachelor of Arts, Rural Development. Nathan Joseph Nagara, Bachelor of Arts, Rural Development. Elizabeth S. Pedra, Bachelor of Arts, Rural Development. Lisa Renee Robertson, Bachelor of Arts, Rural Development. Sophia Williams, Associate of Applied Science, Applied Business. And the Master's Degree recipient, Mie Kojima, Master of Arts, Community Development.
Will Tim Renner please come to the stage? Tim's mother, Jessie, had worked for many years toward her degree while being employed full-time. She applied for May graduation, but died recently, shortly after being diagnosed with cancer. It's our honor to present her degree posthumously to her son, Tim. Jessie Rose Renner, AAS, Human Service Technology. congratulate all the certificate and degree recipients from the College of Rural Alaska.
Baccalaureate and master's degree candidates from the College of Science, Engineering, and Mathematics will be presented by Dean David Woodall.
Will the degree candidates from the College of Science, Engineering, and Mathematics please rise and come forward?
Joshua Logan Batchley DeWitt, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Patricia Louise Bakke, Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Sean B. Bemis, Bachelor of Science, Geology. Jasper Blair, Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering. Klaus Michael Bach, Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering. Aaron Paul Boyd, Bachelor of Science, Physics. Jonathan Paul Brooks, Bachelor of Arts, Biological Sciences. Way to go, John! Yeah, Cynthia Solveig Bruner, Bachelor of Science, General Science. Michael P. Burrell, 2 degrees. Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Claire Rachel Cameron, Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences, cum laude. Mervyn Relin Seabrian, 2 degrees. Bachelor of Science, Wildlife Biology, Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences. Desiree M. Champagne, Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences. Lauren H. Champlin, Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering. Gage W. Choate, Bachelor of Science, Chemistry, cum laude. Gage is this year's winner of the Joel Wigert Memorial Award as the Outstanding Graduating Man. Teal Lee Clark, Bachelor of Arts, Biological Sciences. Joshua Evan Klein, Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. John F. Compton, Bachelor of Arts, Earth Science. Holly Nicole Costin, Bachelor of Science, Wildlife Biology. Matthew R. Coulter, Bachelor of Science, Mathematics. Tara Dean, Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences, magna cum laude. Patrick Guinea, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Lori Ray Erickson, Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering. Terry J. Fike Jr., Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Ethan G. Ford, Bachelor of Science, Wildlife Biology. Shannon Catherine Gifford, Bachelor of Arts, Biological Sciences. Charity Getchell, Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences. Carrie Beth Gibbon, Bachelor of Biological Sciences. Carrie Adrian Naked, Bachelor of Science, Chemistry. John Brian Hall IV, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Elizabeth Christine Hamilton, Bachelor of Science, Wildlife Biology. Chastity Lynette Hurd Young, 2 degrees, Associate of Arts and a Bachelor of Science, Chemistry. Tammy Renee Heimerich, Bachelor of Science, Chemistry, cum laude. Peter D. Yuko, Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering. David A. Horton III, Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, cum laude. Tamara A. Hutchings, Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences. Rachel Ann Ingersoll, Bachelor of Science, Geology, cum laude. Laura K. Johnson, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Allison Miranda Kelleher, Bachelor of Science, Indigenous Medicine, cum laude. Jennifer Lee Freiheaven, Bachelor of Arts, Mathematics, cum laude. Kathleen J. Pritchett, Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences. Blake W. Larson, Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering. Steve L. McClark, Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Justin N. Lindbergh, 2 degrees, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, Bachelor of Science, Mathematics. Kevin Linebarger, Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering. David Francis Lukey, Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences. Melinda S. Lyons, Bachelor of Science, Chemistry. John Martin McCormick, Bachelor of Science, Geology. Colin Michael McGill, Bachelor of Science, Chemistry. Carrie L. Nicholson, 2 degrees, Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences, and Bachelor of Science, Wildlife Biology. Paul Joseph Oleg, Bachelor of Science, Wildlife Biology. Rachel J. Hector, Bachelor of Science, Geology, cum laude. Renee E. Parsley, Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences. Willow Elena Payton, Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences, magna cum laude. Brandon Peltier, Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, cum laude. Eugenia I. Polikova, 2 degrees, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, Bachelor of Arts, Journalism. Patrick Justin Race, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Ramona Rapaski, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Ronald A. Robinson, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Dennis Seletsky, Bachelor of Science, Physics, magna cum laude. Jeffrey A. Sicking, Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Abraham E. Smith, Bachelor of Science, Chemistry. Ryan E. Snow, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Dan Stolke, Bachelor of Science, Mathematics. Amy C. Tidwell, Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, summa cum laude. Amy is this year's recipient of the Marion Frances Oswell Memorial Award for the Outstanding Graduating Woman and the Gray S. Tilley Memorial Award, which is given to an outstanding non-traditional graduating senior whose education was interrupted because of family responsibilities, including financial hardships. This is the first time in the history of these recognitions that both have been awarded to the same student. Carrie Marie Tom, Bachelor of Arts, Biological Sciences, magna cum laude. Adrian H. Twait, Bachelor of Science, Health Studies. Benjamin William Venable, 2 degrees, Bachelor of Science, Statistics, magna cum laude, and Bachelor of Science, Mathematics, magna cum laude. Allison M. Brown, Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences. Jessica Warrior, Bachelor of Science, Mathematics. Camila Oni Webb, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Valerie Webb, Bachelor of Science, Geology. Kyle Whitmer, Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Scott L. Williamson, Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences. Nathan Justice Zirfus, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Craig Allen Zubris, Bachelor of Science, Geology. And now the master's degree recipients. Mark L. Ayers, Master of Science, Electrical Engineering. Aaron Ann Boyd, Master of Science, Computer Science. Kelly Dean Cadman, Master of Science, Statistics. Michael D. Coyner, Master of Science, Computer Science. Kurt F. Delaney, Master of Science, Computer Science. Ben W. Kennedy, Master of Science, Geology. Chance W. Riggins, Master of Science, Phytochemistry. Melanie Rohr, Master of Science, Geology. John Ido Sanchez, Master of Science, Geophysics. Vladimir V. Volobulov, Master of Science, Computer Science.
Please congratulate the degree recipients.
Baccalaureate and master's degree candidates in the School of Agriculture and Land Resources Management will be presented by Interim Dean Carol Lewis.
Will the degree candidates from the School of Agriculture and Land Resources Management please rise and come forward?
Tana Lee Carter, Bachelor of Arts, Geography. Jamie Carl Cody, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resources Management. Frank DeChambeau, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resources Management. Emily Suzanne Denwall, Bachelor of Science, Geography. Jennifer C. Eason, Bachelor of Arts, Geography. Ajax R. Eggleston, Bachelor of Science, Geography. Takanori Ashidi, Bachelor of Arts, Geography. Daniel C. Jordan, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resources Management, cum laude. Dan is this year's winner of the Provost's Prize, awarded to an outstanding student at the discretion of the Provost. Matthew D. LaPlante, Bachelor of Science, Geography. Akiko Matsui, Bachelor of Science, Geography, cum laude. Robert W. Smith, Bachelor of Arts, Geography. Samantha Strong, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resources Management. Angela Danielle Wolford, Bachelor of Science, Geography. Justin Dorset Zimmerman, Bachelor of Science, Geography, cum laude.
Please congratulate the degree recipients from the School of Agriculture and Land Resources Management.
Education will be presented by Dean Roger Norris Cole.
Will the degree candidates from the School of Education please rise and come forward?
Hannah Marie Blankenship, Bachelor of Education, Elementary. Tara Shea Browning, Bachelor of Education, Elementary. Sarah L. Busby, Bachelor of Education, Elementary. Patricia A. Carrington, Bachelor of Education, Elementary, cum laude. Wendy Marie Cogley, Bachelor of Education, Elementary, cum laude. Patricia J. Evans, Bachelor of Education, Elementary. Laura Jo Fantazzi, Bachelor of Education, Elementary. Mary E. Flavel, Bachelor of Education, Elementary. Catherine Abalama, Bachelor of Education, Elementary. Kelly Suzanne Gayton, Bachelor of Education, Elementary. J. Marie Gore, Bachelor of Education, Elementary. Faith Ann Gregory, Bachelor of Education, Elementary, magna cum laude. Amanda M. Cubas, Bachelor of Education, Elementary. Angela Rose Hoppy, Bachelor of Education, Elementary. Kimberly A. Ivy, 2 degrees. Bachelor of Education, Elementary, and Bachelor of Arts, Alaskan Native Studies. Tammy Lynn Jacobs, Bachelor of Education, Elementary, cum laude. Gretchen Lee Kelly, Bachelor of Education, Elementary, cum laude. Mary A. Larson, Bachelor of Education, Elementary, cum laude. Maud Emily Moses, Bachelor of Education, Elementary. Joshua Carl Muhlenkamp, Bachelor of Education, Elementary. Sharon A. O'Malley, Bachelor of Education, Elementary, magna cum laude. Lori Lynn Schoening, Bachelor of Education, Elementary, cum laude. Hannah Simmons, Bachelor of Education, Elementary. Robert Jules Wright, Bachelor of Education, Elementary. And the master's degree recipient, Teresa L. Schneider, Master of Education.
Please congratulate the degree recipients from the School of Education.
The master's degree candidate from the School of Fisheries and Ocean Sciences will be presented by Dean Vera Alexander.
My understanding that unfortunately none of the degree candidates for the School of Fisheries and Ocean Sciences were able to attend today. However, we have 2 undergraduate, 9 masters, and 4 Doctor of Philosophy degrees earned this year by students in the School of Fisheries and Ocean Sciences. One of our PhD candidates will be presented later in the ceremony. Even though they are not here, please congratulate the degree recipients from the School of Fisheries and Ocean Sciences. Thank you.
Baccalaureate and master degree candidates from the School of Management will be presented by Dean James Collins.
Will the degree candidates from the School of Management please rise and come forward?
Anthony William Albert, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management and Organizations. Jed Ballard, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting, cum laude. Denton Thomas Bedford, Bachelor of Business Administration, International Business. Sherry A. Billiot, Bachelor of Business Administration, Human Resource Management. Jessica M. Carter, Bachelor of Business Administration, Human Resource Management. Leah Krause, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. Natalia R. Fado, Bachelor of Business Administration, International Business, magna cum laude. Charity Gadapia, Bachelor of Business Administration, Marketing, cum laude. Amanda Ray Graham, Bachelor of Business Administration, Marketing. Stephanie J. Brindle, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting, magna cum laude. Lisa Hyman, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management and Organizations, cum laude. Wendy L. Heiser, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting, cum laude. Rachel Carol Israel, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. Paul Fred Juckman, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management and Organizations, summa cum laude. Kimberly K. Judd, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting, cum laude. Tara M. Keeler, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management and Organizations. Jennifer Kirst, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. James Doran Lawrence, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management and Organizations, cum laude. Daniel Sinclair Lehman, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management and Organizations. Melissa Joy McGinty, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management. Katrina M. K. Mead, Bachelor of Business Administration, International Business. Jennifer Metzger, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting, magna cum laude. Matthew E. Purdy's, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management and Organizations, cum laude. Peter James O'Reilly, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. John William Pananen, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. Ward Person, Bachelor of Business Administration, International Business, cum laude. Ryan James Reinhellen, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management and Organizations. Renee M. Reber, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. Carlina Mateo Rabancho, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. Marissa Christine Rojas, Bachelor of Business Administration, Marketing. Wendy Sue Roop, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. Candace Sue Snow, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management and Organizations. Carrie Ann Thomas, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting, cum laude. Darren Lloyd Teamstra, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management and Organization, cum laude. Melva M. Traverso, Bachelor of Business Administration, Management and Organizations. Nora L. Vaughn, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. Rochelle Marie Zeman, Bachelor of Business Administration, Human Resource Management. And now the master's degree recipients. Virginia M. Baker, Master of Business Administration, Capital Markets. Kelly M. Dolan, Master of Business Administration, General Management. Heather Ray Graving, Master of Business Administration, Capital Markets. April Pratt Griffin, Master of Business Administration, General Management. Joseph P. Hines, Jr., Master of Business Administration, Capital Markets. Delia Cruz Lopez Ketzler, Master of Business Administration, General Management. Dion McMillan, Master of Business Administration, General Management. Michelle Alonzo Rizet, Master of Business Administration, General Management. Lars Bronson, Master of Business Administration, General Management. Melissa Rochelle Townsend, Master of Business Administration, Capital Markets.
Please congratulate the degree recipients from the School of Management.
Baccalaureate and master's degree candidates from the School of Mineral Engineering will be presented by Interim Dean Robert Carlson.
Will the degree candidates from the School of Mineral Engineering please rise and come forward?
Federico Patero, Bachelor of Science, Mining Engineering. Matthew Thomas Bray, Bachelor of Science, Geological Engineering, magna cum laude. Sean Wade Clayton, Bachelor of Science, Mining Engineering, cum laude. Rachel R. Halston, Bachelor of Science, Mining Engineering. Emberly Holloway, Bachelor of Science, Petroleum Engineering. Jessica L. Mayer, 2 degrees, Bachelor of Science, Geology, Bachelor of Science, Geological Engineering. Naomi G. Prater, Bachelor of Science, Geological Engineering. Evan Riley, Bachelor of Science, Mining Engineering, magna cum laude. Cameron Reitmeyer, Bachelor of Science, Petroleum Engineering. Tyler Andrew Straw, Bachelor of Science, Petroleum Engineering. Michael C. Warden, Bachelor of Science, Petroleum Engineering. Chinadu Franklin Aquaquibu, Master of Science, Petroleum Engineering. Dustin E. Langley, Master of Science, Geological Engineering. Hariharan Ramakrishnan, Master of Science, Petroleum Engineering.
Please congratulate the degree recipients from the School of Mineral Engineering.
Doctor of Philosophy degree candidates will be presented by Dr. Joseph Kahn, Dean of the Graduate School.
We now come to the highest degree awarded by the university, the Doctor of Philosophy degree. There are 27 candidates for this degree this year at UAF. And we are very pleased that 13 of them are with us here today. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please rise? Ladies and gentlemen, in conferring this doctorate degree, it is our custom that over the shoulder of the recipient will be placed the Doctor of Philosophy hood bearing the colors of the university. The diploma will be presented by Regent Rogers and Provost Riker, and the hood will be placed by Chancellor Lin and the candidate's major professor. Please be seated. From the College of Liberal Arts, Professor Lee, please present Sidney Martin.
We ask that you please hold your applause until the candidate has been hooded and recognized by Dr. Kahn with their new degree. Sidney Wren Martin, PhD, Anthropology. Her thesis title is Mediated Identity and Negotiated Tradition, the Inupiaq Atigi, 1850 to 2000. She is escorted by her major professor, Dr. Molly Lee.
Please recognize from the College of Science, Engineering, and Mathematics, Professor Braddock. Please present Gail Blundell.
Gail Blundell, PhD, Biological Sciences, Wildlife Biology. Her thesis title is Social Organization and Spatial Relationships in Coastal River Otters, Assessing Form and Function of Social Groups, Sex-Biased Dispersal, and Gene Flow. She is escorted by Dr. Joan Braddock for her major professor, Dr. R. Terry Boyle.
Please recognize Dr. From the College of Science, Engineering, and Mathematics, Professor Plumley. Please present Kathleen Thorne.
Kathleen Doran, PhD, Biological Sciences, Biology. Her thesis title is Photosynthetic Acclimation of White Spruce to Canopy Microhabitats. She is escorted by Dr. Gerald Plumley for her major professor, Dr. Roger Bruce.
Please recognize Dr. From the College of Science, Engineering, and Mathematics, Professor Lomerton, please present Hans Eide.
Yay!
Hans Arthur Eide, PhD, Atmospheric Sciences. His thesis title is Electromagnetic Scattering by Spheroidal Particles, Applications to the Atmosphere. He is escorted by Dr. Dirk Blumenstein for his major professor, Dr. Knut Stamnes.
Please recognize Dr. From the College of Science, Engineering, and Mathematics, Professor Blumenstein, please present Laura Peticolas.
Laura Marie Peticolas, PhD, Physics. Her thesis title is Time-Dependent Electron Transport and Optical Emissions in the Aurora. She is escorted by her major professor, Dr. Dirk Blumenstein.
From the College of Science, Engineering, and Mathematics, Professor Hansen, please present Natalia Rachkovsky.
Natalia A. Rachkovsky, PhD, Geophysics. Her thesis title is Seismological Constraints on Tectonics of Southern and Central Alaska, Earthquake Locations and Source Mechanisms. She is escorted by her major professor, Dr. Roger Hansen.
Please recognize Dr. Roger. From the College of Science, Engineering, and Mathematics, Professor Braddock, please present Sharon Richmond.
Sharon Alice Richmond, PhD, Biological Sciences, Biology. Her thesis title is Natural Attenuation of Fluorinated Solvents in Subarctic Groundwater. She is escorted by her major professor, Dr. Joan Braddock.
Please recognize Dr. Richmond. From the College of Science, Engineering, and Mathematics, Professor White, please present Rafaela Steinmeyer.
Rafaela Stimmelmeyer, PhD, Biological Sciences, Wildlife. Her thesis title is Daily Meal Patterns, Voluntary Food Intake and Fattening of Reindeer During Winter, and Responses to Insulin. She is escorted by her major professor, Dr. Robert E. White.
Please recognize Dr. Stimmelmeyer. From the College of Science, Engineering, and Mathematics, please present Amy Zaka.
Amy Zahai, PhD, Biological Sciences, Biology. Her thesis title is Effects of Migratory Geese on Plant Communities and Nitrogen Dynamics in an Alaskan Salt Marsh. She is escorted by Dr. Kent Schwagerly for her major professor, Dr. Roger Roos.
Please recognize Dr. Zaka. From the School of Fisheries and Ocean Sciences, Professor Xiao, please present Amy highlights.
Amy Christia Hirons, PhD, Oceanography, Biological. Her thesis title is Tropic Dynamics of Pinniped Populations in Alaska Using Stable Carbon and Nitrogen Isotope Ratios. She is escorted by her major professor, Dr. Donald Schnell.
Please recognize Dr. Hirons. From the interdisciplinary program, Professor Lee, please present Don Choi.
Dong Ju Choi, PhD, Mechanical Engineering, Applied Mechanics. His thesis title is Finite Element Modeling of Photoplastic Process in the Cold Drawing of Polycarbonate Bars. He is escorted by his major professor, Dr. Jonah Lee.
Please recognize Dr. Paul. From the interdisciplinary program, Professor Lee, please present Lisa Morris.
Lisa Marie Morris, PhD, Northern Cultural Art History. Her thesis title is Keeper of the Seal, the Art of Henry Wood Elliott and the Salvation of the Alaska Fur Seals. She is escorted by her major professor, Dr. Molly Lee.
Please recognize Dr. Morris. From the interdisciplinary program, Professor Kane, please present Nada Rao.
Nada Itana Ra, PhD, Environmental Systems Engineering. Her thesis title is Anaerobic Biodegradation of Benzene under Environmental Conditions of Subarctic Groundwater. She is escorted by her major professor, Dr. Douglas Kane.
Please recognize Dr. Ra.
Now I wish to recognize the many family members who helped the class of 2001 reach this day. Parents, spouses, children, grandparents, and other relatives. We thank you for your help and confidence in these graduates as these graduates reach their goals. Will members of Phi Kappa Phi and the Golden Key please rise? Phi Kappa Phi and Golden Key are National Honor Societies that recognize outstanding academic achievement in all fields of study and in all scholarly disciplines. Graduating members are acknowledged in the Commencement program. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud of your achievements. Congratulations. Now will those receiving leadership honors please rise? The Associated Students of the University of Alaska Fairbanks, in order to recognize and honor student leadership contributions to UAF, implemented this award. Those honored today were selected on the basis of their contributions to the enhancement of the UAF mission and of the communities in which our campuses are located, and for their promotion of student life through individual and collective growth. Please join me in congratulating these outstanding student leaders. Dr. Carla Kurtz, Dean of Student Services, will introduce the speaker for the class of 2001.
It is with great pleasure that I introduce Allison Kelleher, class of 2001 student commencement speaker. Allison graduated with her interdisciplinary Bachelor's of Science degree in Indigenous Medicine. Her degree is a carefully designed combination of coursework in chemistry, biology, psychology, and Alaska Native Studies. Allison will continue her education and will specialize in culturally relevant medicine. She has already been accepted to the University of Washington, and she dreams of returning to Alaska to practice medicine. Allison was born and raised in Nome. She graduated in 1996 at the top of her class from Nome Belts High School. While at UAF, Allison has continued her pursuit of academic excellence, not only in the classroom, but also in the laboratory. When I asked Allison what has been special about her educational experiences at UAF, she noted the numerous opportunities she has had to be involved in research as an undergraduate student. She has already presented research papers at 3 science conferences. To give you a flavor of her research, projects have involved mice, squirrels, and people, and covered topics such as vitamin C, uric acid, cancer cell propagation, and hibernation. I wonder if the study of human hibernation was in there somewhere. Not that any respectable Alaskan would think about hibernating during our wonderful, long, cold, dark winter. When I asked Allison what was really important to her in her life, she responded without hesitation, her family. Family members are here today to celebrate with Allison, including her parents, Pat and Trudy Kelleher. I'm sure the Kelleher family is very proud of Allison. Her university family is certainly proud of the future Dr. Kelleher. Ladies and gentlemen of the class of UAF 2001, your student commencement speaker, Allison Kelleher.
Welcome, Board of Regents, President and Mrs. Hamilton, Chancellor and Mrs. Lynn, distinguished University of Alaska administrators, fabulous university faculty, elders, family members, thank you for traveling so far, and happy Mother's Day, and of course, fellow graduates. Alaska has equipped us all with unique knowledge and perspective that must be applied to ensure diversity and health for our survival. We are currently members of a community that peers into the immense beauty and timelessness of Denali, the Great One, a constant guide, a natural metaphor of the past and humility, as well as the elusive, mysterious, and often dangerous future. Those who occupied this land previous to us, both indigenous and pioneering, have gifted us with examples of resourcefulness, resilience, and utmost survivorship. These tools must be used in order to promote our prosperity as Alaskans, no matter where we might settle. The very nature of urban expansion has and will continue to encroach upon our lifestyles and resources. The answer to future questions regarding the balance of our surroundings lies in our past. When I think of my grandmother, Peggy Kelleher, who arrived from Manhattan, New York in 1946 to a Nome, Alaska winter, I am reminded of the diversity of the world and the changes that Alaska has seen and will continue to witness. I am also proud to know the potential born when one puts her mind to what she wants. Or imagine the changes my grandfather, Eddie Hildebrand, has lived in his lifetime in interior Alaska. With little formal education, he holds worlds of knowledge, ranging from surviving in the Alaskan outdoors, fashioning fish traps and snowshoes, to operating heavy equipment and entrepreneurship. Through the fruits of my past, I am inspired to learn what I can and work to preserve what we must, to create the tomorrow we wish for today. The tomorrow that utilizes and values Indigenous knowledge and integrates it into the daily repertoire of those who desire and deserve a colorful life. All of us here, our family. Alaska is a place where one must be able to count on another. It is a place where your neighbor is either figuratively or literally your family member. With today's fast-paced bombardment of competitive imagery, flashy concepts, and gadgetry, our Alaskan lifestyle, which values closeness and individuality imperative for health, is in jeopardy. Our guide into the future is our history, our family. I was always encouraged to remember where I came from, the coast of the Bering Sea, and our camp, Snow Gulch. And this remembering means much more than occasional reflection. Instead, I attempt to emulate the cultural syncretism I was raised within. At home, we would pick berries as my dad and the bulldozers stockpiled pay dirt in the valley below. And we're always sure to burn a meal in the Athabascan tradition at our Irish wakes for the spirit to consume as they warm to food on the other side. Here at the university, we have had the opportunity to integrate and combine ideas across disciplines and cultures. This integration and networking, the practice of consilience, defines what we know and believe, as well as what we must continue to do in order to make correct and effective decisions in our lives. Too many times we have acted according to what we could do as opposed to what we should do. With so many perspectives and backgrounds present today, we have more resources for approaches to problem solving than ever before. It is only through understanding who we are, from examining where we have been, that we will know how to find health, balance, sustainability, acceptance, and appreciation for ourselves and our surroundings. It is all possible as long as we do not lose hope. The land and our people have provided the lessons we Alaskans must pursue in order to preserve and improve our lives. Remember where you came from. Remember Alaska and the diversity of knowledge she quietly conceals. Please hold on to the individuality and family atmosphere in the face of forces that encourage us to follow the steps of a single standard. Hold on to our diversity. Hold on to what makes you unique. Hold on to each other. What better time than now to pay attention and evaluate our priorities? What better time than now to invest our momentum and hope in health and balance for forever? What better time than now to embrace and celebrate our diversity? Good luck, Anabasi, Kuyana, and thank you.
I just asked Marsha, so we still have them seated here. Let's just run them by one more time. He said some people had dinner plans, but I'd like to look you in the eye and shake your hand again. I'm so proud of you. Just so. Well, you know, we confer degrees. We don't transfer them. We confer them. The word means to bring together. As I look around here, I can see all the pieces that have come together, both now and in the recent past, to bring together this magnificent celebration of an equally magnificent achievement. You know, it takes the hardworking staff of a university, and you certainly have them here in Fairbanks, people who spend a great deal of time and a great deal of extra time. As a matter of fact, you will find staff scattered all around this great arena, helping to put together the last-minute things that make these things work. Obviously, and centrally, you have the faculty. You know, the Board of Regents attends and honors us with their presence, and they have to be here because they have the constitutional authority to confer the degree. But even with that authority, they would be passing out parchment with an embossed seal that meant nothing. If it weren't for our faculty maintaining the integrity and the rigor, and then at the end of the day, the value of that degree. They are central to the process. We can only be what that faculty makes us. And I'll mention one additional thought at the end. I had a chance to see each graduate, look him or her in the eye, and I enjoyed that. You know, many of them work very, very hard, literally, jobs, families. Some have taken significant number of years to achieve what they've achieved. And I admire them for that. It's a harder obstacle course. But I want to bring in the last element here in this bringing together, and that's you seated around this table. Because as I talk to people who have taken 7, 8 years to get a degree, and I ask them, because I want to know what kind of grand motivation, why didn't you quit? What made you go on? And when I ask them that question, they answer with your name. It was a parent, sometimes a child, a sibling, a friend, a mentor, someone that they simply wanted to make proud. I'll tell you, graduates, in walking across this stage today, you have repaid in great part that enormous debt you owe to those about us. For you new graduates, and most especially to our new PhD recipients, I want to leave you with a thought that was really revealed to me very recently in a gathering at this campus of all of the Native Alaskan recipients of honorary degrees. We're going to add to that list here in just a moment. And the title of the gathering was called The Wisdom Keepers. And I was so struck about the value of that concept and the centrality of your role in that. I told them in part that without wisdom to organize, there would only be chaos. Without wisdom to discern, there would only be emotion. Without wisdom to lead, we could only wander. Without wisdom of the past, we would have nothing to hold on to, and without wisdom of the future, we'd have nowhere to go. Without the wisdom keepers, we would remain lost and afraid. All of you in this ceremony have become wisdom keepers. You're desperately needed in this state, in your nation, and in humanity. Congratulations for what you've done, and I look forward to your contributions in the future.
Today we give special recognition to UAF faculty upon their retirement. Regent Yusabelli will present the resolutions, and will those receiving emeritus recognition today please stand. Regent Yusabelli, I am pleased to announce these candidates for the conferring of emeritus rank. Each has served the University of Alaska Fairbanks for at least 10 years and has been recommended by their colleagues.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as representative of the chairman of the Board of Regents, I confer upon you the emeritus rank as listed in the official commencement program.
As I call your names, will the emeritus candidates please come forward to receive your resolution from Regent Usabelli. Dr. John Osmus. Professor of Electrical Engineering. Dr. Peter Cornwall, Associate Professor of History. Dr. Frederick C. Dean, Professor of Wildlife Management. Dr. Frederick M. Husby, Professor of Animal Science and Dean Emeritus. Professor Dorothy J. Jones, Associate Professor of Computer Application. Dr. Klaus M. Nuske, Professor of History. Dr. W. Roger Powers, Professor of Anthropology. Dr. James B. Reynolds, Professor of Fisheries. And Dr. James S. Settinger, Professor of Wildlife Ecology. Recognition who are not here today, their names are listed in your program. In conferring honorary degrees upon eminent individuals, the University of Alaska Fairbanks honors itself. Today, the presence of our distinguished honorees makes this a special memorial occasion. The complete citations accompanying the degrees are printed in your commencement program. Regent Fate, I am pleased to present Arthur Buswell. I might also mention that Art Buswell has been the chairman of the Citizens Advisory Committee for the Carlson Center and has served in that capacity for approximately 11 years.
Arthur S. Boswell, dedicated educator and leader, is recognized for his distinguished record of public service in Alaska and for his major efforts in supporting higher education in the 49th state. By virtue of the authority vested in me as representative of the chairman of the Board of Regents, under the Constitution of the State of Alaska, I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws with all the rights, privileges, and honors pertaining thereto.
Regent Fate, I am pleased to present Holdy Harlan.
Pauline Carlo, lifelong Alaskan, is recognized for her efforts to preserve Alaska Native cultures and to promote their impact on public policy for the state of Alaska. By virtue of the authority vested in me as representative of the Chairman of the Board of Regents, under the Constitution of the State of Alaska, I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws with all the rights, privileges, and honors pertaining thereto. Anabasi Kuyana Gwinishi Shoho.
Regent Usabelli, I am pleased to present Richard Osborne.
Richard Osborne, former University of Alaska student and distinguished scientist, is recognized for his notable contributions to the advancement of biological, anthropology, and medical genetics. By virtue of authority vested in me as representative of the Chairman of the Board of Regents under the Constitution of the State of Alaska, I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Science, with all the rights, privileges, and honors pertaining thereto.
Regent Usabelli, I am pleased to present Nathaniel Rudder.
Nathaniel Rudder, one of our distinguished alumni, is recognized for his pioneering research and for his international contributions to the advancement of ordinary science. By virtue of the authority vested in me as representative of the Chairman of the Board of Regents, under the Constitution of the State of Alaska, I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Science, with all the rights, privileges, and honors pertaining thereto.
Please stand for the singing of Alaska's flag by Heather Hosacker.
Sea
As we close this ceremony, a personal word to the class of 2001. Earlier I said we are proud of our graduates. Now I add we became even prouder this afternoon as you became UAF graduates. We will enjoy watching your achievements and successes in the future as UAF alumni. I now invite everyone to attend the commencement reception sponsored by the Fairbanks chapter of the University of Alaska Fairbanks Alumni Association, which will be held in the Pioneer Room in this building immediately following the exercises. Part of the festivities will include some very special cakes that were made and decorated by the faculty, students and faculty of the Tanana Valley Campus Culinary Arts Program. I ask the audience to be seated until the recessional of faculty and graduates is completed. Will the faculty and graduates please rise?